Hi guys, I'm back again. So today we'll talk about uh, one of the common errors WordPress, which is the contact form. So yesterday, I think a few days ago, um, I show you the way on how to fix contact form with invalid verification key. So this time we'll talk about uh, the error itself, sending email from your contact form. So why do I show this? Because in my work, uh, this is pretty much common error gits sa mga website owners, no? And this is ideal for kanang website developers, website designers, or technical support nga would like to venture out in a freelancing and unahan mo support o web hosting or websites. So part of the support is to fix contact forms. That's very common, no? For all websites. So it involves not just WordPress, HTML or PHP or custom website. Each website has a contact form. So this error that I'm showing you right now, this is a live, or this is actually an actual error which my client uh, encountered when he was using the form. We'll try to replicate this and how to fix this error. Alright, so but before we'll proceed with the fix, just to give you an overview, this error indicates that there's something wrong with the server, obviously. It could either be that the send mail function is disabled, or the SMTP to send outbound email from your website is incorrectly configured. So we'll have to check that out. Alright, so prepared the default installation for you here. So this is a test installation of WordPress. I also created a contact form to replicate the error. So here, I just created a basic, basic contact form page where to test the query. So let's try to test it out. So if you see the error specifically same, I would say, let's go back. Alright, so it's technically the same error. So what this tells us that the server or the email server that sent an outbound email from your website, either again it's disabled or there's no SMTP. By default, web hosting company or website hosting company disable the send mail functionality. This is to protect the integrity of the web hosting. So you are required to use SMTP instead of the native send mail. So we'll troubleshoot this and how to fix this particular. It's pretty easy as well. So all we need to do is check first if, first obviously I know the form that I used, but for the sake of this tutorial, you have to know which form you're actually using. So if you're using WordPress or any other custom PHP, there's always a way to use it. So here I'm actually in the back end or the WordPress admin, and I use the contact form. And to show you that I created a contact form, this is the form that I created. We integrate that to the page that I created under the contact us or the contact page. So if you edit this one, it would show this form, this one. Alright, so if we visit this page, let's go visit, this is how it looks. So this is pretty much a basic page only, what I designed, what I lay out, just for the sake of fixing this error. Let's try again one more time to see if showing happening here. And it does. Alright, now to fix this, again by default, web hosting company disable native send mail. So we have to use SMTP, and this is very much important to use for authentication. This is to ensure that all your outbound email from your website is authenticated, not simply a boot email or some phishing email. Alright, so to start this, let's go to the admin here, and then let's install any SMTP plugin. Any SMTP plugin will do. For now, I'm gonna be using the default SMTP of WordPress, I guess. This is WP Mail SMTP. Again, you can use any SMTP plugin, but for now, for this tutorial, I'll be using default one, the Mail SMTP. So I'll be installing this, and let's wait for the plugin to get installed, and let's activate. Alright, now the settings or the plugin is installed and is activated, and you can see in the navigation on the left hand side, it's added additional feature and additional options for this particular plugin. All we need to do is to click on SMTP or settings, and you're going to be routed to the general overview of this plugin. Right now, automatically it actually detected my configurations. So all we need to do is to here you'll need to input your from email. So this is where ang email magigikan sa imong website. So that's the sender. What I mean is the sender of the email. So we have to use this. You can use, ideally you're gonna be using an email that is connected to your domain or a subdomain. It doesn't really matter, as long as that email is working and it has SMTP enabled configuration. So I'll test this particular email address, then I name it as a contact form, and then here in the mailer option, you have to select other SMTP. You can use other, default here for options. If you're subscribed to this organization, but for regular web hosting, mail, or any other email, it's recommended to use other SMTP. Alright, scroll down here. We're gonna be adding the correct SMTP. So we have to, since I use this email hosted in Ionos, that's the hosting provider, I use their default SMTP. So that is smtp.ionos.com, and the encryption is TLS. The port is 587. So you can also use SSL, by the way, and then by default the port will be 465. But I usually, it's recommended I usually use TLS and then 587. Here, the username and password should be your email. Make sure that the email is active and valid. It has also a password, so I put in the password ahead of time here, and then make sure that it's working. All you have to do is to save the configuration or the setup you did. And once done, you can actually go to tools. Before you'll send an email or before you test your contact form, you have to test it first to ensure that it works, no? Or you can directly go to the contact form, but for best practices, I usually use this tool first before jumping to the contact form. So I added here my email, then let's click on send mail to see if it works. Yes, it does. So this, you can see the test mail might have been sent, but deliverability should be improved. That's normal, that's okay, actually okay. Now let's check on the actual email. And here you go. I think I received it, this one. Then let's go back to the contact form. Where's it? So let me click the contact form here, and let's test again one more time to see if it would send out. Submit. That's it. So that being said, by default, majority of the web hosting company disabled the native send mail. That's for protection of their server, and you have to use their default SMTP. So make sure in the SMTP settings section here, you will use the actual SMTP server of your email hosting company. Right? So for example, if your email is hosted in GoDaddy or in Bluehost or other hosting company, make sure that you use their SMTP. That's it. Have a good one. Bye for now.